Now, in terms of outlook, there's a few things we want to talk about here, but I think really the most important part of the outlook is just that we do remain positive over the next 6 to 12 months. Very likely will be pockets of volatility just because we have been in a high return, high volatility market now, really since COVID, where it's characterized by 4 steps forward and 1 to 2 steps back and another 3 steps forward. And we were positive for a couple of reasons. First is that fundamentally speaking, and you can see from the slide we're going to put up here, we know the US economy is on pretty solid footing, and we can see that really starting to come through in earnings estimates. Now, earnings estimates going up is very positive because ultimately stock prices follow earnings, and you can see that earnings have increased sharply here over the course of the last 6 months from the slide. If you look at the bottom of the slide, you can actually get a sense of the magnitude of how important that is, because despite the fact that the market has rallied so far this year, it has not actually kept pace with earnings estimates and has actually become cheaper. So again, another piece of fundamental support. Now, I always liked also to take a look at quantitative studies. Now, I like these quantitative studies because they really take the emotion out of things and they do show the general tendencies. And we'll just use this next slide as an example. What this slide shows here is ultimately that when the S&P 500 has returned more than 19% over a trailing 45-day period, which it achieved recently on June 2nd, that 6-month forward returns were typically around 12%, and 12-month forward returns, which would be returns culminating at the end of May next year, were typically around 20%. So if anything near to those numbers happens, that's a pretty good outlook, and I think we should be very happy with that. Now, if you'd like to get into a little more detail or discuss any of these other things and how that more pertains to your situation, happy to have that conversation. Just pick up the phone, give us a call. We're here to get the job done.